I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Can we? Yeah. Any other questions? I mean, I take sort of the chair's prerogative to say I also do a lot of unpaid work within houses and with homes and with relatives and so on. I don't think it's.
We all do, but the people who first put their hands up is going to be women because they do more unpaid work.
Okay, so, right. Sorry for my own indulgence, but please, go ahead.
What should we do when we find people using something else as currency?
Why would they want to use something as currency if things are free? What use is currency?
Sorry, this is another economist question, I'm afraid.
What do you think is the idea of a living wage, well not a living wage, sorry, a universal income, rather than anything being free?
Well, it's one of those things which crops up and you can find people of all stripes will support it. And I think people generally take that as a sort of left-wing idea. It's not necessarily, it's also the right wing also supports it. Because they say, oh good, it's more money for us, we can sell more stuff to them. So I think it's a dubious concept. Maybe it's something that should be a step along the way to these wonderful ends, I don't know. But I don't hold out much hope for that idea, to be quite honest. We see there are things going on around the world where these things are being tried out, so we keep an eye on it, and keep an open mind.
Can I ask Alan, the accountant, to...
Peter, if everything is free,
yes.
What's to stop the strongest people taking everything and all the best things for themselves?
They already do that.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you know, there's at least money has a way of sorting out who gets what. Not always fair.
Yes, I agree with you. What happens is the money is sorting out who gets what. It all goes to the rich. Now, and I don't know about the Green Party, but I think that all the other parties, including the Women's Equality Party, of which I'm a member, which I may have mentioned before, they are all in favour of growth. Now, everybody thinks growth is a good idea, and they just accept this idea quite uncritically. But in fact, any growth that comes along is usually siphoned off by the rich. You know, you've got the biggest economy in the world. I'm not going to talk economics or politics. The biggest economy in the world, which is still America. They've got tens of millions of poor people in America. Now, how much does the economy of America have to grow before they sort that problem out? It's not going to sort that problem out because that's not what growth does. Growth gets siphoned off by the rich. The poor will remain poor.
Not always.
Yes, question there, please.
Hi, so obviously money isn't going to vanish overnight, but when I was at school, everything was just science, geography, English. But I kind of feel like if there had been more life lessons, I might not have had to fork out so much for products and services. So I can't fix my car, so I need to pay for that. I don't know how to cook a lot of stuff, so I need to pay for supermarket. So I'm just wondering, like, if you think about kind of like the education system, if it taught more kind of like life lessons, maybe it might reduce the amount of money spent out. I just wondering if you had any thoughts about
life lessons. Generally, I think that's a good idea. Our schools, I won't go into the education system, which is essentially a system of state-sponsored child abuse. So yeah.
Perhaps, how do you think this would contribute to people being more self-reliant?
Not particularly into self-reliance, unfortunately, because all our ideology is person-based. Everything is individualised these days, and there's nothing wrong with individual freedom, but there's also nothing wrong with collective freedoms. Now, people who have lately been clearing up beaches, say in the West Country, they have chosen individually to go down and clear up the beaches, but it's also a collective decision, a collective activity. So it's these things are not mutually exclusive, but unfortunately we tend to think and talk in those kinds of ways. Everything is individualised, and we need to find ways of one day living together more. That's some hope.
Any more? Yes, again.
I'd just like to say, if present technology goes on as it will do, let's just hypothetically assume that there's no more jobs, because they're all done by robots.
Yes.
Just pretend. No jobs. Self-driving cars, agriculture, everything's done by robots.
All right.
Then you have a human population with no work. So then you have to print money for a basic income. You have to print it. There's no alternative, because nobody's got any money.
There's still art and leisure and creativity in the world.
No, but
You insist on you insist on
living. So what I say, it's a good fusion, because with a basic universal income of say 8,000 a year, it means people can choose to have not very much money and listen to music and art and enjoy themselves for not very much money. And the go-getters that really are ambitious and they want to make things, well, they can say, well, I'm going to make things and make a lot of money, and they can switch from one to the other. When they've had enough of making things, they say, well, I had enough of that, let's go back to the basic income. So I think that's an optimistic outlook. Everyone's got just enough to get by on, and the ones that must have this urge to do wonderful things in the world can as well. And you can change between both systems any time you want. I think it's a wonderful future.
I think, given the chance, we all have the urge to do wonderful things in the world. Unfortunately, most of us are prevented from doing that because we have to do these stupid jobs. In order to live, in order to get the things we need, like somewhere to live, food, clothes, the rest of that, we're carrying around this huge burden on our backs of all this stuff. And in these days of so-called austerity, I wonder how we can possibly afford all this stuff. It's just maniacal. It's just utterly mad. And we're doing all these stupid things for no human purpose.
Another question now.
Yeah. How do you feel about all land values becoming zero and no ownership of land being permitted and therefore passed on, and people holding land on the basis of guardianship for the next generation?
Well, land becomes free, of course. This takes us right back to the beginning, what we call civilization, because this is where it sort of all began in a way. So absolutely, land should be free along with everything else, and we make, collectively we make use of the land in the way we think is good and provide our needs. Instead of just a handful of people, there's still quite a small handful of people who own massive tracts of land, and of course they want to keep it that way.
Okay, Stel, you want to say something?
Just a comment and just to see what you think about this. So, South Africa. I lived in South Africa for a bit, and that's what the opposition party is now proposing. That as from a date yet to be decided, on the stroke of midnight, no property is owned by anybody in the country. Well, the government will own it. And so whether you've paid a mortgage for 35 years, then you cease to own that. And that apparently is really turning on a whole lot of people, and I think that will happen. Because the opposition is going to get voted in.
Can that
happen?
Well, it can happen through the offices of a political party. I find doubtful. Unfortunately, I think political parties are historically obsolete, and they if I was a politician saying this, I'd say, vote for me and I'll do this, that and the other for you. And of course when I don't, you'll say, oh bugger you, I'll vote for somebody else now. So this is a way of creating a system of self-reliance and collective reliance, and Yeah, and if this happens in South Africa, can't see it happening, but you never know.
In the meantime, the bottom's fallen out of the property market.
The bottom's falling out of everything. The bottom's falling out of everything. Including this poor little planet.
Another question at the very back.
I just comment about that. That would be an act of the country's economic self-harm that might even surpass Brexit.
All right. The South Africans are on a worse path than we are with Brexit. There's the point there.
Well, all right.
Not many, but yeah.
I'm not sure they have anything to say on that, but...
Okay. And another...
I was just wondering, I mean, there's 7.6 billion people in the world now, roughly. And how do you envisage decisions being made with that number of people about how we live and how we organise things? I think it could be quite a good idea you've got. Can we get 7.6 billion people in communes, or I don't know how it would work?
Well, I'm not here to provide the answers as to how to operate this. Well, not anybody. Any great genius thinker doesn't do that. It just comes up with ideas and loves for ideas. Adam Smith, Marx, Keynes, all these people, they don't tell you what to do. They just lay down principles. That's what I'm doing. So the thing is, no, what I say to people is, A, if you think it's a good idea, then you start working on it. Don't leave it to me to do it. I just become a politician then. So, if there's something there, you think, oh, I really like that. Well, okay, take the Freedom Pass. Extend that. Supposing all public transport was free. First thing you do, you go onto the internet and you'll find there's loads of people already working on that. So you won't be alone, you won't be the first, and you'll find that other people are doing these kind of things already. There's lots of stuff going on out there that largely we don't hear about. But, so join in. But just keep an eye on the news. Every little news item, for instance, when you hear about, say, a group of men in the middle of Africa go out and kill a rhinoceros for its horn, it's not doing that because they are very concerned about the sexual prowess of somebody like in the Far East. They do it because somebody's given them money to do it. And then we criminalise them and say they're criminals, they're poachers and this sort of stuff. And
we've got laws against that.
Well, this is the problem. This is the problem. It comes back to crime and law, that package of crime and law and order. If you criminalise something, then you're going to have to bring in the force of law and order.
You can't bring out human nature. You can't make
human nature.
All right. Okay. Can we?
Human nature. I despair. I knew somebody would bring it.
Okay. Can I just? It's time to close out, unfortunately. There's a lot of more discussions to be done here between as I said at the beginning, our visionary and people with